Every record I work on, I think gets a little bit better than the last one, because I, learn and try and not make the same mistakes and just do things in a better way as much as I can. In the music world globally in general, we need like as many different kind of representations as possible, and just like because it's just too dominated by uh, America and UK and Australia right now.
So hi Prateek, welcome to Instant Bollywood.
Hi, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
So since this is the first time on Instant Bollywood, what we'll do is we'll try to get to know you on a personal level more, because the world knows Prateek Kuhad as a musician. We also know Prateek Kuhad as a person. Let's start with your EP first of all. Shahrukh Raz. If we loosely translate it, it's like city's secret, right? So, and it's been recorded in Mumbai. I want to know what are the secrets and what kind of emotions are you trying to explore with this particular EP?
I don't like talking too much about my songs and my music, but loosely speaking, it is literally just that, right? Like, Shehron ke Raaz, like secrets of in cities, and I just feel like there's so many people who live in cities. There's so many and stories there, and I'm just trying to explore some of those love stories in this EP.
Does it come from the personal level, or is from the experience around, or to the people that you have encountered, or is it just pure emotions that you have written it down?
It's a mix of of both those things.
It's a mix of all those things.
Yeah.
Okay, I read somewhere today you said like you want people to give opinion on your particular music or the albums that you produce. So do you get affected by the opinion of people, or does it affect you in any way? If yes, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, if I try not to look at too many opinions to start with. I try and not see as much as I can because I don't want to be affected. But I think it's pretty much impossible to be, completely unaffected by the things people are saying around you. But that's something you learn to deal with as you grow, I guess, as an artist and as a public figure. Like the more people know about you and the more my songs have become popular over the year, uh, the more opinions there are out there, and they're good ones and bad ones, and both kind of opinions affect your mentality on how you want to approach your work. And I try and like not think about it too much because I want to be like as independent minded about it as I can.
Talking about the independent music right now, how happy are you to how happy are you right now to see the Indian music or the indie music going on such a level, on a world level? People are trying to appreciate it, and I guess you're the flag bearer of it. People try to follow you. There's a crazy fan following of yours as well. So pressure, no pressure, how do you take it?
Yeah. Again, I try and not think about it too much and just do like what I like doing. I try and just work on my music, work on my records, think about the next thing, think about how to grow, not just as a musician, but just as an artist overall, as a person overall, and work on that, kind of just keep my head straight, focus on all the important stuff.
All right. I think you've been in the industry for quite some time now, right? So like I said, we want to know you on a personal level. So I'm going to ask you something. Being a musician, are you satisfied with what you're doing right now? Or is there a long way to go right now? What stage are you in right now? You're exploring yourself, or you're already there? You're satisfied with it?
At some level, as an artist, I think you're never satisfied with anything. Anything you're making, any sort of a song, at least artistically and creatively speaking, it's just you're always striving for this kind of almost unachievable perfection, and so there's always you're always a bit unsatisfied, but you get used to that feeling, and then you just try harder the next time around. Every record I work on, I think gets a little bit better than the last one, because I learn and try and not make the same mistakes and just do things in a better way as much as I can. So I feel like as long as I'm headed in the right direction, I'm okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. How much do you miss performing in front of an audience right now? The concerts and the big live things. How much are you missing it right now?
I mean, I'm a studio musician. Like my first love is being in the studio and making songs and the creative process that goes around it. And live music like happened later in my career. I mean, it kind of started hand in hand actually, but I didn't like it as much in the beginning, and then I warmed up to it, and then I was touring a lot in 2019. So I kind of miss it for sure, I'm ready to, get back on the road. But honestly, I haven't minded the break that I got from live music either. It's been kind of
All
nice.
right. Okay, so people have rituals, right? A lot of big musicians have rituals before they go to perform or something. Does Prateek Kuhad have any rituals before he goes to perform, or before he starts any music, or before he starts recording or
Uh,
anything?
not really. No, I actually don't have any rituals at all.
Mm-hmm.
Neither for my live stuff or my, recording stuff. I just try to be like, just basic stuff like well slept, well fed, just be kind of healthy mentally and physically. Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing goes in your mind before stepping on the stage, and the first song, the first verse you try to sing. What goes in your mind at that time?
I try and not think about it too much, honestly. I guess the only thing I do, especially for live shows, which also now I kind of stopped doing
Mm-hmm.
regularly, was having a drink or two right before a show, because that just helps you like calm down a little bit. But then when you're playing like shows every single day, then it becomes a bit too much, because then basically you're just like drunk every day for a week straight. So
All right.
I stopped doing that, and I do it, I don't do it every time now.
All right.
As I've become better at just managing my emotions on stage and just my general mindset. So it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely daunting, because
Mm-hmm.
there is a little bit of anxiety every time you're getting on stage for a performance. But I've just
Mm-hmm.
learned to deal with it better. Just try and don't I just don't think about it too much, honestly. It's just that also everybody that works with me and my team around me that helps me put a live show I have so much confidence in them now, that I know
Mm-hmm.
that things will run smoothly, so you can step
Wow.
on stage with a certain amount of ease, basically.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So tell me, does Prateek have any Riyaz routines that he follows in the morning or anytime during the day? What kind of Riyaz routine you follow?
Not nothing. I I don't practice singing at all. Actually, I never wanted to be a singer, and I still don't even consider myself a singer. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
writer first and foremost, so I never practice my singing actually, because I don't even I wouldn't I don't like doing it. So I don't find it like I don't find it fun actually. I don't like just the act of singing fun. I like writing a lot. So I don't have a Riyaz routine, but I write songs. So when I'm writing songs, or if I'm working on stuff in the studio, then I'm just singing when I'm doing that. But I'm not like training my voice every single day at all.
That means you're blessed, yeah. That's amazing. Okay, tell me something. I got a question from social media, right? Do you believe in God, Prateek?
I don't know.
Okay, what role does God plays in your part of it? What you have achieved right now? This is a question that I got on social media. It's a very interesting question that I wanted to ask you.
I'm pretty much agnostic, to be honest. So I don't really like
Mm-hmm.
uh I'm not religious, and I don't really believe in, there being like a god, or I mean, no offense to anybody who is religious or uh believes in God. I think there are energies out there,
Mm-hmm.
and but I think everybody has that energy. I don't think it's like one singular entity or something. I think we all give off certain energies, and things around us give off certain energies, and we absorb those energies, and you just
Mm-hmm.
have to like kind of intuitively tap into those things, I guess. So that's the way I look at it, at least. I can definitely feel that sometimes, but I don't really feel like I think I mean, realistically speaking, uh, I think where I've got is a mixture of luck and hard work, which
All
sounds
right.
like a really generic answer, but that's really what it is. I got lucky because of multiple reasons, but I also worked really hard, and I worked hard on my craft, and I like put in the work and hours and years into it, and it was a
Mm-hmm.
combination of those two things.
That's a very honest answer I was hoping for. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
that. All right. I have some more questions for you. Just let me go through this. I have quick bites. There is a segment called quick bites. So I'll just ask you a few bites that you have to give out quickly. You don't have to think so much. Okay. What comes in your mind first, you just say that. All right. Your favorite and your least favorite song of your own.
Cold Mess popped up as my favorite. Although if I think about it,
Me
maybe
too.
it's not my
Me
favorite.
too.
It's like definitely one of the songs I'm pretty proud about. There's other favorites which are not out yet, so I didn't want to say. But like a lot of the new stuff that's coming out is gonna be exciting. My least favorite is probably like my entire there's this one EP from 2011 that I'm not even gonna name, that, you know, if you don't search for it, you might not even find it. That, you know, I
Okay.
don't even want to name the songs. That whole EP is terrible. I regret putting it out. It's like 2011, you know. I was just starting out. I had no idea what I was doing.
All
So
right,
all
but
those
that's a
songs.
good thing. It's okay. Okay, your top guilty pleasure song.
I don't have a guilty pleasure song because I don't feel guilty about like listening to any sort of music.
All right. Do you believe in auto tunes, Prateek?
Auto tune.
Yeah.
No, not really. Not for like, I mean, if to answer specifically, like for my music at least, I don't use auto tune at all on my lead vocals. So like the actual lead vocals that I'm doing. But like if I have background vocals and all, because that stuff I'll you know, we'll correct stuff sometimes in the studio.
Mhm.
I think like auto tune can also be used creatively, you know,
Mhm.
just to actually make your voice sound a certain way, and that's really cool. That's a whole different thing. I think if you're intentionally using auto tune, it's cool. And there's honestly, I don't like, I mean, it's fine. Lot of artists use auto tune on their lead vocals, and that's fine. That's the advantage of being in the studio, is
Mhm.
to be able to really craft and perfect your song. So I don't think it's like a bad thing or anything.
Okay. One trend in the Indian music that you hate.
I don't know. I honestly don't even like really look at too many trends. So it's hard to say. But there's lots of like weird reel trends that come up. Weird
Mhm.
stuff that people do. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, to be honest. I
All
mean,
right.
mostly like
K-pop.
usually like a trend is just, you know, not, it's
Mhm.
just that's what it is. It's a trend, and usually it's not like great, to be honest.
All right.
Most
K-pop,
trends.
yeah or no? Tell me, do you like K-pop or no?
Oh yeah, I like Kpop. Yeah, I don't listen to a ton of it, but whenever I've heard it, I think it's really cool. And I think it's also just generally like I also like really support it because, you know, I just think that in the music world globally in general, we need
Mhm.
like as many different kind of representations as possible, and just like
Mhm.
every, you know, because it's just too dominated by uh, America and UK and Australia right now. So the more countries that, you know, become part of just the music and media industry in general, the better. And K-pop is like a real formidable force, and that's really cool.
So tell me, when you're sad, which song do you listen to?
I think like a lot of my go-to stuff if I'm feeling low is stuff that I, you know, listen to when I was young, grew up on, like my
Mhm.
artists like from when I was much younger.
Mhm.
So like John Mayer, Bob Dylan, Elliott Smith, you know, like those
All right.
classics are kind of my favorite.
Okay. When you're angry?
I don't think I listen to music when I'm angry. I think I just
Okay.
like, you know, like do other things.
The next one, happy.
I guess like hip hop if I'm like
Okay.
kind of pumped, you know.
All right. In love? This is a question that all girls want to know. When Pratik is in love, which song does he listen to? Because a lot of people listen to your song when they're in love.
I don't know. I guess like I don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. It's
Okay.
really like I guess I'd listen to like singer songwriter love songs like similar to mine. I guess I don't know.
These are some simple questions, but it's so difficult to answer because you can't
It's
think
really hard
on
to
top of
answer.
it.
Yeah, it's hard to answer. They sound simple, but it's like, you know, it's like you're doing different things on different times when you're
Right.
in love.
Last
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
Okay. Heartbreak.
Probably like anything by Elliott Smith because I think it's just again like I think he's written too many like amazing breakup songs.
Right. Okay. And when you're generally chilling at a house party or something.
That's I like listening to you know, indie pop usually,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just or indie electronica, like something chill, you know, but not completely like super folksy that like puts me to sleep. So like kind of like chill but not too intense either. Like I don't like super uh like EDM or techno. I don't like really high tempo music in general.
All
So
right.
if I'm like at a house party, it's like somewhere in the middle, you know.
All right. I'm a big psychedelic fan, so it's totally opposite. I like to listen to psy techno.
Yeah,
When
yeah. I mean, you know, it's cool. It's cool, man. I
right.
mean, I don't like. I think all kinds of music are great. It just depends on the song, but it's just not for me.
All right. Tell me something. How proud are you right now to see the Indian music scene growing so much? What do you think is the limit for us right now, and where do you see us going in next 5 to 10 years? What do you think about that?
I think like a lot of really amazing people have like musicians and artists in general have joined the indie music scene. Every artist likes being in control of their own music, and I think the independent music system lets you do that in India
Mhm.
at least. So I think it's great, and I think the more people join, the bigger the scene's gonna become, and
Mhm.
more people are gonna listen to it because there's gonna be more quality music, and it's just gonna grow. And I think that's great.
Okay, what is Prateek working on next?
I am working on a bunch of music actually right now. I'm in
Mhm.
Seattle right now at a studio, and I've pretty much been living here the past couple of weeks. And here
Mhm.
I'm here another couple of weeks, and then again I come back later for another like month, and
Mhm.
just working on like a bunch of songs. And I don't want to say when they're gonna come out because I don't really know.
All right.
But
Okay.
I'm working. I'm hard at work on an album.
All right. So thank you so much for chatting with me. I'll let you go right now. So thank you so much for being such a
Thanks, man.
honest interview. I love talking to you. I got
Sure,
really
man.
honest
Sure.
answers from you. Yeah, I was hoping for that. Thank you so much for that.
All
And best of
right.
luck.